Hello. I didn't post that I was going live, but I just decided last minute because I have a random half hour or so, and I decided, my makeup artist and I, for the wedding, I decided that I'm going to do my own makeup since I really want to use my mascara. She's going to do my eyeshadow and stuff just because I want that to be absolutely perfect, and I'm a little bit out of practice of doing that, but I think when I do this live video, I might do a little bit of eye stuff. I'm probably going to practice at least one other time, and I'll do eyelashes and everything then, just so that I can kind of get a visual of what I want, and I can really tell her exactly, how I'm feeling and what I know I'll be comfortable in on my wedding day. Sorry, I'm just getting off all my makeup that I wore to work today. But anyway, I just thought I haven't gone live in so long. I haven't done any videos or done anything on this page, and since I'm going to be using my makeup and I'm going to be using it in a different way than normal, I thought it'd be great to just do a little video for you guys. So I'm just going to take all this off. And hi Shelby, I saw you just came on, so I'm going to do a bridal little, like maybe how I'm going to do my makeup for my wedding day. So I just got all my old makeup off, and my wedding is in the evening, so it's going to be a little bit more of a evening look. And I'm just putting my Stay Spray on my blender ball, and if you can see my skin, it is so clear right now. I'm like so happy. I probably shouldn't have even said that out loud, but so I'm just going to tap all this on. Things have been so crazy just trying to get everything ready, but I actually feel really good. I'm sure Brock, when he sees our house every time he comes in, we've got everything we're taking with us to the wedding just pretty much by the front door. I'm slowly packing up boxes. So for the wedding, and this is another reason why I'm going to practice a couple of times. I don't know, maybe I'll want to switch up my colors a little bit if I want it to be a little more dramatic. But to start, I'm just going to use my normal colors I've been using. I got a little bit of sun. I don't know if all of you guys follow my normal page, but I went to Charleston. Oh, I guess I posted it on here too. So I got a little color. So my colors went up a little bit. This is amber that I normally am, and then I've been using this one, and it's called Mango. And in person, I mean, it looks mango. It is so orange, but it looks so good on. So I'm just taking some amber to start. And doing my usual thing. I'll probably end up putting on a little bit more than I normally do. Just because it's not a day-to-day look. So I'm going to take my mango, and I kind of like to use the mango on my jawline, and I usually kind of mix it, so like when you're starting to get tan, if you're using these colors, you can tap your normal color and then your darker color. And you may not even need to have two colors. I just obviously, since I'm an artist, I have all of the colors, so why wouldn't I? But if you just wanted to buy one, we have bronzer and we have stuff like that that can keep you wearing your lighter shade for longer, but you may decide you just want to have two. I'm putting that mango kind of up through here where I have a little sun and a few scarring. The mango covers a little bit better the scars. So and I think I'm going to put a little bit on my eyelids just to cover up veins and everything, for if I do a little bit of eyeshadow. Okay, great. So the contour color I've been using and that I just love is this indigo, and it looks so dark. So that's mango and this one's indigo. You can tell just how dark it is, but I've really been liking how it looks with my skin, and especially since I've gotten a little bit of color. So my contour is probably going to be the biggest thing that I'm going to do differently. I want it to be, I got a lot on there. I want it to be a little more dramatic just for the wedding, so I probably didn't need to go so heavy. Hilarious. I'm just gonna have to blend in a bunch. So again, when I go under my jaw, the way my camera is, you can't really tell, but I'm not really starting on my chin. I'm kind of going under and back. And I kind of go up to my ear there. So I'm going to take the clean side of my brush that I didn't get quite so much makeup on, and I'm kind of just dabbing that out. And I've been really liking it to come, so obviously you stay out of the mustache zone, which is, you know, where your mustache is. But I like going just right underneath my cheek a little bit, kind of like swooping it up instead of just coming straight down and stopping. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like, so this one, you know, I haven't blended it out yet, and it's pretty much just straight down. And then this side, I've started to blend, and I bring it under my cheekbone a little, and I just feel like it just really brings that up. Gives you a little cheek enhancement. So when you're getting photos, and I probably should have said this when I started with my sunscreen, SPF in that stay spray will cause a flashback. So like if you see pictures and your face is just super white and you're like, why does my face look so white? It's not that white in person. It's probably because of the SPF either in your makeup, your lotion, or your stay spray if you're using the SPF mascara stay spray. So that's something to really keep in mind if you're going to be doing something where you're heavily photographed, like a wedding or I don't know what else would be heavily photographed. Girls' night out, all those selfies. So I'm just kind of bringing that in to kind of try and make it match. And the nice thing about makeup, it's not scary because you can wipe it off if you need to. So like that, I'm just blending it a little bit with whatever's left over on my brush there. So I've been noticing I haven't been blending it into my hairline that well. I kind of got my forehead and then there's kind of this white line. So that's not super good. So you probably want to like kind of bring that out. I have dark hair, so it doesn't really matter, but if you have light hair, you might want to be a little careful just so you don't get a bunch of makeup all up in your hair right there. That's good to blend that. Okay, so for my nose, I think I'm going to do this one a little more dramatic. Sorry, I'm talking away from the camera. Just for pictures and for the evening and all of that. So I'm going to use this brush. It's called the Detail. Ooh, I need to find that out. Maybe it's the multitasker because it has this little tiny end here that you can use for eyeliner and what I usually use for eyeliner. And then this end, which I really like to use for like covering up spots that I need to cover. But right now I'm going to try and use it as a nose contour. So this might look a little scary at first, but just bear with me while we get it all done. Okay, so I was just dipping it in there and then kind of getting off the excess on my hand. So when you do this, you want to make sure that you go straight lines, and if your nose is kind of crooked or if there's a bump on it that you don't want to draw more attention to, make sure you don't follow your nose. So if your nose is kind of crooked and maybe goes this way or something, you don't want to contour exactly the way your nose goes if you're trying to cover that up a little bit. If you want to go in a straight line, as straight as possible, even if your nose doesn't go in that straight line, because it'll give the illusion that it does. So I'm pretty lucky. My nose is pretty straight. I have a little bit of a bump here on the bridge, but it really doesn't bother me. And sometimes I feel like I highlight it and contour it and I can still see it. So I'm going to look in my mirror here. So I'm just going to go down, kind of right about to the tip there. So if you can see, I kind of did about the width of this, so it's pretty thin. You can go as thin as you want. You don't want to go too thin, you don't want to go too thick, but I would recommend probably going on the thinner side. And then I'm just kind of going up here, kind of meeting it with my eyebrows a little bit, and I'll probably kind of blend that out. And then I like to go right underneath my nose. Kind of just gives that cute little kind of button nose look. I don't go on my nostrils. You definitely don't want to contour your nostrils. It doesn't really give the right look, but right underneath is good. So now I'm just gonna blend that out a little. Okay. I don't contour my nose this dramatically very often, so need a little bit of practice before I do it for wedding day. I'm gonna come all the way down. I wasn't sure if I wanted to come all the way down, but I think I do. Okay. So you can kind of see a line there, but I'm going to leave it just for a second while I pick what highlight I'm going to do. Okay. So now to finish my highlight on my nose, I'm going to use a really light one. I'm going to use this one. It's called Moonlit, and it's just a very, very light one, but I think it's going to really pop the contouring that I did. So I'm using the pad of my finger. I just tapped it in there. And I think on your wedding day is probably one of the times when I personally will want to be as extra as I can be. Still want to look like myself, but, you know, the best version that I have in my mind. So now that I have the highlight on there, I'm just kind of blending out those lines a little bit. I'm just using a really soft touch. And blending that out. So that's pretty dramatic there. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up, whoever that was. Okay, great. So, oh, hey, Chelsea. I'm gonna put a little bit of a lighter color, I think, under my eyes just to kind of see how this all comes together. I don't really like doing too light under the eyes often, just because I think it kind of gives you that old golden retriever look. You know, they get super light around the eyes, but when you're going to be having your picture taken a lot, I think you like yourself more in your pictures when you have a little bit more dramatic makeup. So even in person, if you're like, whoa, I feel a little too made up, I think you like your pictures more when you've put a little bit more on and highlighted the features. Okay, let's see how long I've been doing this. 14 minutes. All right, not too long. So I'm thinking I'm going to take, so I took Moonlit, and that's quite a bit lighter than all the other colors that I normally use. So I think I'm just going to blend these out a little bit more. Maybe add a little bit more. I just want to look full glam. And when I contour my cheeks, I mostly only go up. I'm not pulling my contour down very far because I want to see that cheekbone and the jawline. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'll get under here. Okay, great. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so now I'm going to do blush and bronzer. So the blush I'm going to use is this one. It's Frenchy, and I just love it. I think it's going to be perfect for the wedding day because it's not too dramatic, but because I'm going to have more of a dramatic eye, and I personally don't like having a really dramatic cheek and a dramatic eye. I like to smile, find the balls of my cheek. And I'm using the B squared brush for the blush and the bronzer. I love this brush. Sorry, my phone just about fell there. Okay, so same thing with your blush as with the rest of your makeup. When you're getting your picture taken a lot, it's best to do a little bit more than you think. Just really brings out those features. Okay. And now I'm going to do my Bella bronzer, which is Maskcara's cream bronzer. So it's right there. It looks pretty dark, but a little goes a long way. And I like to use this fluffy brush. I don't know what everyone else uses, but that's what I like to use. And I just kind of tap it in there. And then I tap it on my forehead, on my cheeks. And I always notice, even when I watch other women do the Bella bronzer videos, it's so hard to tell in the video what it's doing, but it really warms everything up. And some people ask, you know, well, isn't your bronzer your contour? But even though I am putting it on my forehead, I'm bringing it down a little bit farther. Because it's just where the sun hits you. So like where you normally get sunburned is a good way to think about it. So I just put it there on the tops of my cheeks, and it's good to put it on over your blush because blush is just supposed to be like, you know, the blood rushing to your cheeks, or if you do get a little bit of sun on your cheeks, that kind of youthful color. And so bronzer from the sun would be on top of your skin while a flush to your cheeks is underneath your skin, or even a little bit of burn would kind of be underneath your bronzer. So you do the bronzer on top always. And I do a little on my nose, even though I just contour and highlight it. So I don't want to, you know, mute that a ton, but I do that there. And I don't really like to do my chin. I better try it out just to make sure I'm not just making that decision, but I don't know. I just feel kind of weird bronzing my chin. Just a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to do an illuminator. Let's see what I'm doing on time. I'm going to use the Pearl Illuminator, and I think that's what most of my girls bought. I really like it. I want to try the rose gold too. And so Illuminator is just a very lightweight, it just catches the light, and just, even though you have all this stuff on your skin, it makes it look gluey. Hopefully not gluey, glowy. You guys should see how I have my phone rigged up here. It is masking taped to the window. So I like to go down the sides of my nostrils. I don't really know why. I think I must have seen it on YouTube somewhere and it just kind of stuck. So I don't really like to go up my nose. I don't know. I just feel like when I highlight it, it's kind of already good enough. Maybe because we're being extra on the wedding day, I'll try it, but doesn't really make that big of a difference. And then I like to go underneath my brow bone and on top of it a little bit. I get kind of sweaty in this area, so I don't love to put it there all the time, but because it's like it's already shiny enough. And then chin, I guess. Let's just really glow here. All right, looking pretty made up here. I think for today, that's all I'm gonna do, just because this video is getting a little long and I don't have a total plan for my eyes yet, but I think it would just be fun, even though I have a makeup artist doing my eyes, I think it would be kind of fun to create the whole look just so I kind of know, and yeah, it'd just be fun to do a video too while I'm practicing. So I am going to Bible study, looking super extra with all my contouring and bronzer and blush. But I'm going to just take a look at these colors. It's about 5:45, and my wedding ceremony is at 6 in the evening, so I kind of want to see how the colors that I'm wearing right now are going to look in this lighting, since I used the extra light on top of the amber. I used moonlight on top of amber under my eyes and on my nose, and then I used mango around the outside, just to make sure for some reason in this kind of evening light those colors don't look as good on me. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out for that. And yeah, I'll just show you guys a little trick I've been doing. If you have the Bella bronzer, or if you have just your contour color, I do it a lot with that too. I like to just take it on my finger and put it on my eyelids for eyeshadow. And you can do it even if you don't have the Bella. You can do it with Cayman, I believe, is the other bronzer, the powder bronzer. That's the one I know Chelsea got. And so it's fun to just kind of brush that on your eyes, and it just kind of gives you easy eyeshadow. I'm going to pull it underneath. My tape's about done with this. And I'm just going to pull it under here a little bit too. Oops. Blend that in a little. Okay, and I already have my mascara and everything on. Take that tape off. Okay, well, I like it, and it wasn't really too long. Let's see, 22 minutes. I mean, I was doing a lot of talking and some extras, but we'll see how this looks. And anyway, I'll talk to you later. I'm glad you like the powdered bronzer, Chelsea. I will see you guys next time I practice this. Thanks for watching.